Hello and welcome to a new edition of True Audiophiles. So, before I get into the topic at hand for this video, I wanted to kind of go over, it's kind of an exciting week for new releases. The stuff that's on the wall back here is what came out this week. Very excited about a few of them. The two I'm probably most excited about are probably the Run DMC on MoFi, Raising Hell, which is on Super Vinyl. This one just came out this week, like I said. I missed out on the 45 RPM version because I didn't pre-order it, and if you didn't pre-order it, you kind of were out of luck unless you wanted to pay more than retail, which I had no desire to do. So excited about that one, especially since it's on Super Vinyl as opposed to the traditional vinyl they use. Not 45 RPM, but I'm okay with that because I haven't really noticed a huge difference on 45 RPMs. So next up was the Stop Making Sense here. Just noticed mine's, no, it's just, I thought it was bent, but it wasn't. But this is basically a reissue with two bonus tracks that were not previously available on vinyl. Cities and Big Business I Zimbra were not available before. And this was cut by my buddy Joe at Sterling. And he always does a great job. And I'm super excited about this. It looks like in a lot of places this sold out pretty quickly. I know that I pre-ordered it on Amazon, and when I looked earlier this week, they were completely sold out. You couldn't get them directly from Amazon anyways. And I know that some of the other online independent record stores were sold out of them as well. So they were pretty hard to come by now. My local shop had one left today, this Saturday, the day after the release. But they're also charging $48 for it, so as opposed to, I think the going rate's 40. So those are the two biggest ones, but then we also have the two classic vinyl series reissues from Blue Note. Not too familiar with those titles, but I always buy them because it's pretty rare that I don't like the results. I've only had a couple that I haven't liked, so excited about that. And you'll have to excuse if you hear some noises outside or some unusual noises, I should say. I've got some lawn mowing going on right outside of my house, so I've been trying to pause the videos when it was the loudest to try to avoid having to yell over it or anything like that, or have it be too obnoxious. So, but anyway, so yeah, I got those, and then the Grace Potter. I don't know if you know her, but kind of classic rock style, bluesy, country-ish singer performer. Great voice, awesome voice, and pretty good songwriter. I've listened to the album before. I bought it on vinyl. It's very good. And this one's on yellow vinyl. So overall, pretty good week. I know there's some other stuff like Aerosmith's Greatest Hits box sets and a few other things that came out that I was somewhat interested in, but not for the money they're being charged for. So that's basically what's going on in the world for the new release stuff anyways this week. In terms of the topic for the week, so I've been watching some videos. Maslov is one of them who occasionally will watch my videos. If you're watching this one today, hi. But he had a couple of videos about ultrasonic cleaning, and I've seen some other videos that kind of tested out different ultrasonic cleaners and also tested out different types of cleaning methods. And the one specific one, and if I can find the video that I actually watched that I'm referring to, I'll put a link to it. But basically a guy tested 3 different ways of cleaning vinyl. He basically used a spin clean, which is the old mechanic, manual cleaning, wet cleaning option. Then you have something like a VPI. I think he may have been using a Nitty Gritty, but I can't remember. But vacuum cleaner, record vacuum cleaner anyways. And then he also used I think it was a degritter. I don't remember. He may have used... Anyways, if I find it, I'll post it and I'll let you take a look at it. I'll post a link to it. But his end conclusion was there wasn't a big difference, if any of a difference, between the different cleaning processes. But more importantly, the thing that kind of stuck in my head that I already knew, but I kind of felt it was a good topic to talk about, is there still is going to be noise on records. There's really no way to avoid it on some records. There are rare cases when something's pressed very well and with good quality vinyl, like maybe the Super Vinyl here, where the noise is kept to an extreme minimum. And I have noticed that on the super vinyl, especially most of them, there's virtually no noise unless you really crank it up and listen at the dead spaces in the vinyl is about the only time you'll really hear it. But clicks and pops and surface noise and things like that are really just something that I have never found a cleaner that can get rid of all of them. Now, that being said, I want to stress you're still going to get rid of some of that stuff and a lot of that stuff if you have a good cleaning method. And I'm not going to sit here and say that you really need to get an ultrasonic cleaner or you really need a record vacuum cleaner or any of that kind of stuff. Use what you feel or what you can afford. My personal experiences, having dealt with all of the different varieties of cleaning methods, I have a Spin Clean. I haven't used it in years, but have a Spin Clean. I have a VPI 16.5 record cleaner. I have an iSonic 10 record ultrasonic cleaner, and then I also have tried a degritter a few times at a friend's house, and I can honestly say that I have noticed, there's no scientific way to really truly test this well, but I can honestly say that I feel like I get at least a little bit better reduction of noise and clicks and pops and a cleaner record with the ultrasonic methods. And maybe the degritter did a little bit better job than my iSonic. I can't say there was night and day difference. I can't say it was 4 times the price better. It's definitely more convenient, easier to use, and maybe less messy, if you will. But I can't say, in all honesty, that it's going to be dramatically better. But maybe it could have been a little bit better. But bottom line is this. If you get into records and you think you're going to be able to clean records to the point where they're going to have virtually no noise, it's just not going to be the case. There are going to be records, and there's most records, I would say, are going to still have some sort of noise, whether it's a click or a pop or a couple clicks and pops, surface noise. All of them are going to have surface noise, some less than others. A poorly pressed record by a lot of the pressing company plants that are out there right now, as a matter of fact, will give pretty loud surface noise. I mean, I have cleaned some records that were brand new several times, and yes, they've made improvements on the surface noise, but poorly pressed records at bad pressing plants, you're just not going to be able to get rid of all that surface noise and all the clicks and pops. It's just virtually impossible. So don't set your expectations too high on record cleaning machines. Yes, I feel they're important if you want to, number one, get rid of most clicks and pops and maybe some surface noise and things on that nature, especially on used records, but definitely also on new records as well. So if you don't like clicks and pops and you don't like surface noise and you want to get rid of as much as you can, you definitely want to use a record cleaner of some sort on every single record you have, new, used, whatever. My experience has been I feel the ultrasonics tend to do the best job, but I also would say maybe in tandem with a vacuum record cleaning machine is kind of the ultimate way, at least at this point in time, that I've found to get records as clean as possible. Doing the ultrasonic, then maybe also running it through the VPI on especially dirty records, especially records that are old, that are used, that have fingerprints on them and things on that nature. Ultrasonic cleaners don't do a spectacular job on fingerprints, especially the really grimy ones and oily ones. So, but that's kind of my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts and what your experiences have been. But my experience has definitely been, yes, you need to clean all your records if you want to get rid of as many clicks and pops and as much surface noise as possible. But no, you're never going to get rid of all of it, especially on some records, especially poorly pressed records. And there are a lot of poorly pressed records out there, new and old. I want to stress that because I know a lot of people are out there that complaining about all the new records are poorly pressed, but there are old ones that are poorly pressed as well. So, But that is my video for the week. I want to thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want to make some comments, and I would love to hear your take on this subject matter as well. And let me know what you think about the new releases this week also, if you could. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Also, hit that like button if you liked the video. And basically, that's everything for this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have. Have yourself a good day, and have yourself a good rest of the week. Bye, everybody.